Good afternoon, everyone. We want to welcome you to our Town Hall Tuesday that we held this morning in the Fellowship Hall. We had wonderful attendance in person as well as Zoom. So we wanted to make sure that you heard all the wonderful things going on here at our Redeemer. We wanted to share with you that last year during our auction, we raised over $200,000, which allowed us to purchase a brand new playground with all of the bells and whistles and landscaping and an ADA compliant sidewalk. We are going to be doing the ribbon cutting this Friday, January 17th at 8:30. And we are just in huge celebration and so grateful for all of you that donated your money to our Redeemer, and we couldn't have done it without your support. The children are over the moon excited. We also wanted to thank you. We just finished out our QFE fundraiser. We raised over $240,000. Thank you so much for helping us. Our Quest for Excellence campaign that we do every fall this year was to help with our Building Faithful Foundations campaign, where we are looking to add a multi-purpose room, which can be used by the church and the school. And we could hold meetings in it right now, such as our town hall, fun after-school clubs, as well as presentations and workshops for our parents. We also are looking to build a storm shelter due to Dallas County's new policy because of the tornado that happened in December of 2018, so that we can add additional classrooms. We're looking at adding 7 additional classrooms and expand our school. So we want to thank you so much for the money that we raised. During our QFE participation, we sweetened the deal for our families, and we had families participate in a fundraising event where the highest participating class received a special prize. So our 4th graders won with the highest percentage, and they are going to be able to take our brand new, beautifully wrapped Redeemer bus on a field trip. Then after the ribbon cutting on Friday, early access to the playground. Miss Taylor's 1st grade class and 2nd grade will get to be the first ones to play on the playground. And then we have a special aftercare party for Miss Susich and Robbins' 2-year-old class, and their parents will get to have an afternoon free of childcare. So we want to thank you again for all of you participating with our QFE. So that wraps up our fall fundraiser. And now we want to talk to you about our spring fundraiser. We do 2 a year, and we always do a wonderful auction in our courtyard. And this year it's going to be called Redeemer Red Carpet. So think glitz and glam, and we are going to be raising money for our wonderful school. It's going to occur on Saturday, April 5th. Please save the date. And the dinner is going to be catered by Chef Abraham Saloom, who owns Saloom Restaurant downtown. We want you to take a look at all of these pictures. On our auction night, it is not only a fundraiser, but it is all about community and having a good time together. This last year, our theme was disco, and as you can tell from the 80s pictures, we went all out. Afros, sequins, bell bottoms, we brought it. We even had a dance floor, and then we had 80s signature cocktails, and a fun time was had by all. So we want you to come and join us in April. Bring a friend, purchase a table. We are just so excited to have a celebration in our beautiful courtyard once again. So several of our families have asked, how can you help? How can you get involved? Well, we need volunteers. We need volunteers to roll silverware. We need volunteers to put tablecloths on tables. You can also be a sponsor if you own a business or your family would like to be a sponsor. And if you donate in the next couple weeks, your name can be on the back of our Lights, Camera, Auction Redeemer Red Carpet t-shirt that we wear every Friday as we're gearing up for our special evening. Please also don't forget to ask for donations or sponsorships. If you're eating at your favorite Mexican food restaurant, or ladies, if you go to a special nail salon and you're a regular customer, please ask on our behalf for a gift card. They're much more likely to give you one when you are purchasing something from their store, and the more gift cards we receive, the better. So we love your donations. Also, if you have airline miles, or maybe you have a vacation home, or you have something that's really special that you think that our Redeemer families would get excited about purchasing, we would love to hear from you. We really hope you can attend. And if you look below, you'll see the website, ordallas.org/auction, where you can log on and see how you can participate, see how you can be a sponsor. Tickets are not available yet. They'll go on sale soon, but that will be about another month. You can also email all your questions or your desire to help volunteer at orauction@ordallas.org. And please save the date, put it in your calendar, Saturday, April 5th at 6 p.m. Now I want to introduce our elementary administrator, Mrs. Leah Baranski.
All right, so next coming up, I'm going to talk about something very special to our Lutheran school system, and that is National Lutheran Schools Week. Here you can see that our theme verse is from Hebrews 12, verses 1 through 3, and the main focus word is endure. And that is the theme verse that we have also selected for our school this year. So to give you a little bit of background on how that works, the LCMS school ministry chooses a verse for all Lutheran schools to focus on for their year. Also connecting with that to give you a bigger picture and a little insight on some other things going on in the LCMS is that there is a special event called the National Youth Gathering that happens every 3 years. And the theme for that is also the same, endure, focusing on Hebrews 12, 1 through 3. So this event is a massive conference that happens every 3 years in a different city and is for high school youth groups from all around the nation and also some international students that come to America to attend this event. There is Bible study sessions. There are speaking sessions that will help high schoolers focus on their faith and learn and talk about things that they might be struggling with as high schoolers. Also, there are games and worship concerts, keynote speakers, mass events. So this is happening in New Orleans this summer in July. We will be taking over the convention center as well as taking over the Superdome for our mass events. And it is a great experience for our youth ministry in the LCMS. So it's really cool to see the school ministry as well as the youth ministry of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod come together and focus on the theme from ones all the way to high school. So our specific National Lutheran Schools Week is going to be in 2 weeks on January 27th through 31st. And what it is all the Lutheran schools in the system, which are over 1,900 schools. That includes early childhood, elementary schools, and high schools. We celebrate being a Lutheran school and being together and like-minded in that system, as well as being able to celebrate how we can talk about Jesus every day, and just the great schools that we have to be able to share Christ with our students. So some things that we do for National Lutheran Schools Week include fun dress-up days. We do school-wide devotions together that are written from the LCMS church so that we can be aligned with all the schools and what we're teaching. We do service projects as well as get together and sing songs and have worship. So the first thing we're doing to kick off National Lutheran Schools Week is our National Lutheran Schools Week Sunday, which is going to be on January 26th here at our Redeemer Lutheran Church. We're going to be having our students be greeters for the congregation members, saying welcome to worship and good morning. We're also having the students make bookmarks that we will be passing out to all congregation members as they enter the service, and those will also be focusing on our theme. We're doing a bulletin cover art contest, so our elementary students are going to be drawing some pictures that will enter into a contest to be on the bulletin for the church service. We will also be having our Wildcat choir sing at the 10:45 service. So we would love to see all of you there on National Lutheran Schools Week Sunday just to celebrate our amazing school and the Lutheran school all around the world. Specifically here at our Redeemer, we are having some fun dress-up days. So on Monday is sports day. So your students can either wear a professional sports team that they love and support, or they can wear their own soccer jerseys or their own basketball jerseys for that day. On Tuesday, of course, in Texas, we got to have our Western day. So we're doing our cowboy boots, our cowboy hats, flannels, all the fun Western wear. On Wednesday, we are doing color day. So if you have a preschool student, your preschool teacher will be sending out what color to send your child in. This could be pink or purple or green or blue. For elementary students, your child will come home with a specific color that they need to wear because we intermix the elementary students in color teams for that day. We meet with our color teams to have prayer time, devotion time, connection time, as well as play some fun games in our color teams. On Thursday, we will be having our beach and Hawaiian dress up day. And then on Friday will be a mismatch/crazy day. So this could be mismatched socks, wearing your clothes backwards, crazy hair, whatever you would like to do for that. Also this week for National Lutheran Schools Week, we will be meeting as a school for daily devotions. And then we also will be doing a service project this year. We kind of alternate every year with either raising money for an organization or doing a project. This year, we're doing a service project. We will be making tie blankets, tie prayer blankets for homebound church members and members of the forum. We might also look into sending some of those blankets out to the Lutheran church that is in the Palisades in California. So we will be tying blankets, but also as we're tying, saying prayers for those who are going to be receiving them. We're also doing our National Lutheran Schools Week cross wall. It's where every student in the whole school will color the same cross, and this cross is also colored in Lutheran schools all around the nation. So that's a pretty cool connection. We will put those up in the bulletin board in the upper elementary hallway. So we'd love for you to come check that out after National Lutheran Schools Week. So that first week of February to see all of the amazing art. We're also going to be doing activities with our chapel buddies, Bible trivia, and we are also having our book fair on that week as well. So the book fair will be held in the library and the commons area by the fish tank. We'd love for you to come check out the book fair. The next thing we're going to talk about is PSIA, which is our Private School Interscholastic Association. And this association holds academic competitions for private schools in the state of Texas. So students can participate and compete, but also they'll have to prepare for their competition too. So they've been preparing hard. We have 21 students who are competing this year, and that's going to be from first grade through sixth grade. And our district contest is on February 28th at St. Paul Classical Catholic School in Richardson, Texas. And that is the district level competition. So the students will be competing against other private school students in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And then if they place there, first place, sometimes second place, they'll move on to the state competition, which will be later in the spring. So we have students competing in mathematics, creative writing, ready writing, number sense, and spelling. So you can see some pictures here. The top one is students who have participated last year. And then we had some exciting winners who actually went on to the state competition last year. And they both placed third place, one in math and one in writing. So we're looking forward to this competition.
As you know, at Our Redeemer over the past few months, we've had a lot of fun, and we wanted to share some special events that your children have been engaged in. Up in the top left-hand corner, it's a big deal that Our Redeemer now has a bus. And honestly, I think some of our kids, when they go on a field trip, they're just as excited to ride the bus as they are to go on the special event. So that bus has allowed us to do a lot of really great field trips. It's allowed us also to travel safely without having to ask our parents to put children in their car. So if you look over at the right-hand side of your screen, right now you're going to see caroling. We went on a special caroling event before the Christmas break. We went over to the Forum, which are our neighbors. It is an assisted living and a senior living center. And we were able to share the joy of the birth of Jesus that was getting ready to happen, singing Christmas carols and having food, fun, and fellowship. And it was just a really fun time. We were able to take parents and children on our bus. And I'm so excited to share that we had so many attend that some parents had to take their own car. So that was a super fun event, and we're going to make that our tradition. If you look in the bottom left-hand corner, we are rocking and rolling with our athletic events. Right now, our boys and girls in grades 4 through 6 are playing basketball. We have a girls team and a boys team. In the fall semester, we had a boys flag football team, we had a volleyball team, and a soccer team, both boys and girls. And then this spring, we will have track as well as we will kick off Marathon Kids again, where the children run to earn feet for how many miles they run. And it's just a really exciting time. To keep our younger grades engaged, we have now an official Our Redeemer cheerleading squad. Our first, second, and third graders there are pictured at the bottom of your screen with the Dallas Lutheran cheerleaders. They have been cheering at our games and at our pep rallies. Up at the top in the middle, I'm sure you've heard about our awesome punctual parties. We just did our second one, and a punctual party is when you are on time to school and you're tardy 3 or less times. And the importance of being punctual is we start our day with our main focus here at Redeemer is having our Jesus time, talking about God and the Bible and all the great things that he does for us and how many blessings we have received from him. And at our punctual party this last time, we had fun in the gym. The children were able to have a free dress pass so they didn't have to wear their uniform. We kicked off the morning with a sugar kick and everybody had a donut. And then we engaged in old-fashioned fun such as red light, green light, or Wildcat Says, which is our mascot, Wildcat Will, kind of like Simon Says. We played craters and volcanoes. We did so much. It was such a good time. Coming soon, we're going to have our student ambassadors. We want our 5th and 6th graders to be able to have the opportunity to visit with adults, work on their public speaking, their confidence, and put some of those Wildcat wills into action. So they're going to be helping us with tours and continue to mentor our younger students. We're also going to be starting safety patrol when it warms up. So you're going to see our 6th graders out wearing a safety patrol vest and opening up car doors and greeting our boys and girls in the morning in the carpool line. And then last but not least, we are so excited to share with you that we have a new official choir teacher. Mrs. Sarah Douthwaite, who's Pastor Douthwaite's wife, was able to step in and help us in the fall semester, but she is expecting a baby, so she wasn't able to finish out the school year, but we have a wonderful new teacher. His name is Christopher Adler, and he is a musician and teaches not only band, but vocal classes, and he currently plays trumpet for us here at Our Redeemer during our Sunday service. And this week we're kicking off choir and music class with him. His first performance will be during National Lutheran Schools Week on Sunday. So we hope you come join us and hear our 4th through 6th grade choir voices sing. We also want to invite you personally to our open house. We are having an open house on January 23rd at 8:45 a.m. We did a kindergarten open house. We called it Grow into Kindergarten, but now we want the opportunity to be able to have an in-depth look at Kinder First and Second and share how we teach children to read using our phonics program and go deeper within the curriculum. We know that when you work at Our Redeemer and you're in charge of welcoming new families, you always think it's great. But parents and people looking at Our Redeemer really want to hear from our community. So we've invited a panel of parents to come and ask some questions and be there for a Q&A. And we also are going to have our student ambassador panel, and they're going to share from a child's perspective what it's like to be a student at Our Redeemer. So we invite you to come. Please, please invite your neighbors and your friends. And if you have an early childhood student, please come and learn about our Kinder First and Second. Then at the end of our Talk and Learn, we're going to be taking you on a tour of our beautiful campus, highlighting our garden, our library, our STEM lab, our brand new playground. You'll be able to see the bus. And then, as always, the very best part, walking by classrooms of students being engaged and learning. Also, we wanted to share with you about how the process is going to work to replace me, Mrs. Suzanne Davis, the head of school. I know it's really hard news to hear that I'm leaving, and a lot of you have shared that you hope that we continue with the greatness of Our Redeemer and that We just keep providing for the children and keep sharing the word of God. And I wanted to let you know we do, and we are, and we want to continue with all of that. If you have any questions about the head of school process, or maybe you have someone in mind, or just want to get some feedback, please reach out to Pastor McGuire. He's our senior pastor. He is over the call committee, which is our interview committee, and his email there is at the bottom of the screen. I wanted to let you know a little bit too about how the head of school is selected. To become a head of a Lutheran school, you have to first be an active member of the LCMS Lutheran Missouri Synod community. You also have to have a bachelor's in education as well as a master's in educational leadership. You also have to possess leadership background and experience. So the next person they're going to be looking for is ready to be a head of school. They aren't just someone off the street that thinks, oh, that sounds fun, I think I'll sign up. It is a very thorough process that our church and our school will go through to find the very next leader. So I want to encourage you, if you have any feedback or if you know anybody great, please reach out to Pastor McGuire. Lastly, we have some wonderful events coming up. On February 7th, we're having our official kindergarten signing. Think pro athletes. It is that big of a deal. Children come with their family and they sign on the dotted line that they're coming for kindergarten, and we have pictures and festive cookies with our Redeemer backdrop, and it's just a really joyous time for all. And after they sign, they're taken to the kindergarten classroom to see the classroom and to celebrate. Also, with Valentine's coming up, we have our annual Valentine's breakfast. It's on February 14th, so please wear your red and pink and come and have donuts with us and breakfast with us. This last year we served Chick-fil-A, but as you can tell from the pictures, everyone is welcome. It's a wonderful time. We have a photographer and we have a lot of community and fellowship, and it's a wonderful time to be together. We want to thank you for listening to our town hall. And always, if you have any questions about anything we've discussed or anything you'd like to know more about, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We love questions. And if you have any ideas, we love those too. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.